Hi friends, good evening. After a long gap again, environmental science. Thank you. And then today we are going to discuss about wastewater. In this, we are discuss what is wastewater, where it comes from, and means the source for wastewater, and what all the elements or pollutants which is responsible for wastewater, and what does happens to this ecosystem when it enter into it. And finally we are going to discuss about the disease which causes or which happens or with the effects of wastewater on human health. In this, first we are going to discuss about what is wastewater. It is nothing but the used water from any sources like industries, agricultural activities, or some household, domestic household, commercial activities, etc. Simply, it is the byproduct of excuse me, above said activities. And third one is what is sewage is also a wastewater. Only thing is it contains more amount of our domestic household wastewater. And finally we are going to discuss what the difference between influent and effluent. Influent means the raw wastewater which comes from any source of or any industries or plants, and effluent means the treated wastewater which comes from treatment plant. And next we'll see the types of wastewater. As I said earlier, it is comes from domestic industries and municipal activities. So that we have classified based on their sources like um, domestic wastewater, industrial wastewater, and municipal wastewater. First, we'll see domestic wastewater. It can be further classified as black, grey, and yellow water. Black water is nothing but the water comes from toilet fixtures, dishwashers, and food preparation units. It is it is very harmful, which have highly contaminated with pathogens and dissolved chemicals, etc. And grey water, unlike black water, it is very different. It can be able to reuse after treatment. It does not contain any toilet wastes. Yellow water is basically a urine that can be collected in a separate channel. And second one is industrial wastewater. It is the waste which comes from industries like iron and steel, textiles, leathers, paper pulps, petrochemicals, refineries, and mining industries, etc. It contains more amount of chemicals, heavy metals, salts, metals. And next we're going to see source and composition of wastewater. uh, Source means our industries, commercial, households, agricultural activities are the main source of our wastewater. And coming to the composition of wastewater, it contains 99.9% of water and only 0.1% of solids. In that, almost 70% of solid materials contains organic compounds, and only 30% of inorganic salts or metals, toxic chemicals, etc. And next we'll see the pollutants or contaminants which is responsible for water contamination or wastewater. First one is organic pollutant. This pollutant contains more amount of plant nutrients, microorganisms, which is very harm to human health, and synthetic compounds like pharmaceutical oils, food additives, etc. And second one is inorganic compounds. It includes water soluble acids, toxic heavy metals, salts, metals, etc., which comes from industries, and that will affect our water bodies and spoil our livelihood in aquatic ecosystem. Third one is sediments. Sediments which is this will naturally happens due to agricultural development, construction activities, and also in mining activities. And fourth one is radioactive materials. As we are all know, this can be used in our nuclear power plants, radioactive materials in some research activities. Finally, our heat or thermal pollutants means heat energy, mainly the heat energy by in electric power plants. This will affects because of high heat. This will affect our biotic life when it added to our environment. And next we'll discuss about eutrophication. Eutrophication means the enrichment or addition of like nutrients to water bodies that will enhance the algal growth. that will enhance the algal growth. Because of excess amount of algal growth, there may be a competition in oxygen, or maybe a demand in oxygen, that will affect our aquatic ecosystem. In this picture they clearly goes, because of because of fertilizer runoff, or addition of fertilizers to the water bodies, there may be a faster growth of algae. Because of lot of algal growth, there may be a lot of using up of a lot of oxygen, and blocking of sunlight. Because of that photosynthetic lack of photosynthetic activity, algal plants begins to die, and dead matters provide some microbes that will increases the competition for oxygen. And finally the aquatic lives may be affected. And next one is biomagnification. Before going to discuss about biomagnification, first we have to very much clear in bioaccumulation, or difference between the bioaccumulation and the biomagnification. Bioaccumulation means nothing but the build-up of toxic substance in a food chain, that may be connected with one to another, or transmits to another. But biomagnification means the bioaccumulation of substance residues to the organisms through food chain. And finally discuss about waterborne diseases. It is nothing but the dirty water diseases, means the used water diseases. This may be due to lack of proper sanitation, or lack of or usage of our for sewage in contaminated sewage of fertilizers, and also improper agricultural fertilization, or activities. And some diseases caused due to this water, and that can be classified based on waterborne, water based, water related diseases, and water scarce diseases. In that, cholera, typhoid, dysentery are comes under waterborne diseases. Skin sepsis, ulcer, yaws, leprosy are comes under water based diseases, or water scarcity diseases. Filarious threadon or comes under water based diseases. Yellow fever, dengue fever, malaria or comes under water related diseases, or water related insect diseases. uh, and next, coming to the control measures, only one method is water purification, by using some chemicals like chlorine, iodine, chlorine dioxide. That too selected based upon the mode or source of wastewater. And finally, friends, herewith I have attached the elaborated material and PowerPoint to the Google Classroom. Kindly go through it. If you have any doubts, you can contact me anytime. Thank you. Ta-ta.